Hi Ambitious Squad, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be focusing on supplements and in particular bodybuilding supplements, including creatine monohydrate, your pre-workouts, your BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, and your whey proteins. So stay tuned.
Okay, first off the bat, just to let you guys know, I am not a health professional or I'm not certified in any health related field, so all of this information is based on my years of research, and they are actually things that I've tested for myself and they've proven to work for me. If you guys do decide to take any of these supplements and you're a bit skeptical about them, then I advise you to talk to your health professional prior to going on them, especially if you have any serious illnesses or you're currently taking any medications that you're not certain whether or not it might interact with it. Okay, starting off, we're going to focus on the most popular of them all, which is creatine. I must say this is easily my favorite supplement, as it does everything that I need it to do for the most part. Creatine is a naturally occurring substance in the cells of your muscles. It helps your muscles produce energy required in the midst of your weightlifting. It's very popular among athletes and bodybuilders in the fitness space. Basically, creatine produces 3 amino acids: arginine, glycine, and methionine. Then it is stored in the body or the muscles, where it is converted into phosphocreatine and used for energy. Just to go into a bit of detail, creatine is naturally occurring in meat. So whenever you eat like red meat or lean muscle meat, like lean chicken meat without the skin, and also some fishes like tuna, you will be able to get creatine from them, but it's not as high as when you actually take a supplement. I mean, most supplements you get in probably like 5 grams for the day of creatine. In most meats, maybe like 1 to 2 pound per meat, you get in like anywhere between 1 to 3 grams. So you have to eat a lot of meat to get the same creatine benefits, and you don't want to be eating too much meat. That's not safe. Like, I can't see somebody eating 3 pounds of meat. That's way too much meat. So if you want to get that additional benefit, I'd advise taking a creatine supplement. So 94% of the creatine is stored in the form of phosphocreatine, and 6% is stored in your brain, kidneys, and liver. And once these stores of phosphocreatine increase as a result of taking the supplement, it helps your body produce more high energy molecules called ATP. These are adenosine triphosphate. Hope I'm not confusing people going too deep into the science, but essentially adenosine triphosphate is broken down in muscles to create energy in them. This is basically the energy stores for your cells. And essentially what creatine does is it increases your phosphocreatine stores, allowing you to store more ATP in your muscles and boost the formation of proteins that create new muscle fibers. Also, another thing of note worth with creatine is because of its ability to volumize your muscles by drawing water from all over the body, you tend to lose a lot of water in your body. So it's generally recommended to drink a bit more water than you normally drink. Like maybe you drink 8 cups of water a day, maybe 9 or 10, or just ensure that you're always hydrated. That's the important thing while taking creatine. It also has some other health benefits outside of bodybuilding, like improving neurological conditions, but I won't go into that since I'm not a doctor. Next up, we have your whey proteins. We all know what these are. These are essentially your supplementations for your proteins. So you're already getting most of your protein from your meats and maybe your nuts if you're into eating those. Essentially, your whey proteins add on to what you're already eating. I never suggest anyone to use whey protein as your main source of protein, right? The quality of the protein may be good, but you always get better quality protein when you get it from your meat, not to mention it's solid food. So essentially, depending on the whey protein that you take, some of them contain things like creatine and also BCAAs. But if you buy a regular whey protein, you're just getting mostly the protein benefits, right? It contains things called whey peptides, which are fast absorbing into the muscles which have been damaged, because as you know, when you work out, you create micro tears in the muscles. These whey peptides absorb into the muscles to promote faster recovery, right? And also aid in the increase in muscle volume. It's also good if you can find a whey protein that doesn't contain too many unnecessary carbs and fats, because those will just cause you to start gaining weight, and some of them can be packed with those and not much protein. So find a whey isolate which is very low in excess unnecessary stuff. Next up, we have our BCAAs, or branched chain amino acids. Essentially, these are a group of amino acids which help in the recovery process of the muscles. This can be either in between or after exercises, but essentially what happens is that after a workout, your muscle start to get sore. Especially as a beginner, you'll find that soreness is going to be your best friend. You're going to be sore all the time. So you're going to not necessarily need one, but it will help a lot if you have a BCAA on hand. Essentially, after 12 to 24 hours, sometimes even 72 hours, you'll have soreness after, or even longer, depending on the extent of the tear in the muscle, micro tear, of course. The good thing with BCAAs in terms of metabolization is they don't metabolize in the liver. They metabolize in your skeletal muscles, which means they can be broken down very quickly to be used as fuel. So this is one of the things that makes them so beneficial in the midst of a workout. They don't take long to be absorbed into your system. Like with creatine, no, you have to be taking that on an ongoing basis, right, for it to be absorbed into your body. BCAAs can be taken at any time throughout the day, and they absorb very quickly. And this can aid for whether a high intensity exercise or a strength related exercise, you name it. These are very good, as the amino acids, if there are not enough amino acids present, they will begin breaking down in the muscle. And what this does is it supplies the body with the amino acids, the branched chain amino acids, very quickly, right, to help you to continue to work out even longer. And another benefit of BCAAs is also the ability to prevent fat storage. It contains something called CLA, which encourages the body to burn fat. So there are quite a bit of benefits in BCAAs. It's generally recommended to get your BCAAs from natural protein sources, as it's more complete. Sources include things such as beef, chicken breasts, some whey protein isolates, as mentioned before, have some canned tuna, salmon, turkey, your typical eggs, milk, Greek yogurt, and so forth. Next, we're going to discuss pre-workouts. These, as mentioned in my earlier videos, these are not highly recommended, especially for beginners. Even for advanced lifters, I generally advise against them unless you feel like you really need them. I would generally opt for more natural sources of pre-workouts, but for those still interested, I'll mention them. But a few sources of natural pre-workout energy that I generally eat would be things like bananas, oats, Greek yogurt, dried fruit like raisins, trailed mix, which include nuts like peanuts, almonds, cashews, pistachios. Those tend to be very good sources of energy. And coffee is also a good source of energy. Many man-made pre-workouts, like your supplements now, generally having caffeine, but the amount of caffeine they have in them is much higher than what they generally recommend you to take. 1 cup of coffee generally has like 95 milligrams of caffeine. A lot of pre-workout supplements have like 150 to 300 per serving, which is ridiculously high, as the recommended amount for the day is 400. So when you're taking these, you take them at your own risk, and you need to make sure you read the labels so you don't overdose on caffeine, because that can be very dangerous for your heart health. And another thing with pre-workout is that they have that strange ability, a lot of them are packed with so much sugar that you sometimes get addicted to them, and over time your body might become reliant on them like a drug, so your energy levels are a bit lower than usual when you're not on it. So take them at your own risk. But as I stated before, if for some reason I have a day where I want to just go all out, I will take pre-workouts. No matter of fact, this video I'm about to show you guys is a fine example of the benefits you can get from them when taken correctly.
That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And last but not least, keep being ambitious. Peace.